Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. We saw the Advaitic way of looking at the world, and after enlightenment, how the Jnani retains the ego of Jnani and teaches mankind like Shankaracharya. But there are signs that distinguish the man of knowledge. Some people think they have knowledge. What are the characteristics of knowledge? A Jnani cannot injure anybody. He becomes like a child. If he steal sword, if a steel sword touches the philosopher's stone, it is transformed into gold. Gold can never cut. It may seem from the outside that a Jnani also has anger and egotism, but in reality he has no such thing. The signs of Jnani. When I joined Ramakrishna Mission, 1977, those days, the long back, the television has not come out into the market, and it is there as the closed circuit TV in exhibitions. Computers have not come, cell phones have not come. Those were the days. And when I joined, Adi Devanandji Maharaj, who was one of the trustees of the Ramakrishna Mutt and Mission, was the head of the center. So many brahmacharis, devotees, anybody going with any complaint against anybody, he would listen with great interest, but with a smiling face. Console that person who doesn't do mistake. Pray, go to the shrine and pray for that person. Suppose a brahmachari is doing something or disobedient to the seniors, as would they be when newly coming in. And at that time, he goes with a complaint, any other senior is not obeying me. Then, they are new. They are in the world, they were in the world, preserving their ego, and God had kept them that ego for their own protection in the world. They try to maintain that standard. Here God is there for their protection, they don't understand. They have a different path to go, they don't understand. It takes little time. Give time for them to change. Go and pray in the shrine for him. And he was consoled in so many ways and send him back. After some time, another person comes. When so many people start complaining, suppose he takes food thinking that he is able to eat. Then last he sees that he is not able to eat. In ashramas and all, we cannot throw the food. We can take less, but taking more than what I want and throwing away is considered as something like crime, because it is earnings of somebody they have given the donation. How can we throw it away? If not anything, try to put somewhere that birds and monkeys and all this may be eating. So when these not crimes or anything, but small mistakes of life like this, they will tell, why are you wasting food? He says, I cannot eat. Why did you take? He gets angry. I did not know. Don't you know your own capacity? No, I eat every day, but today I am not able to eat. Something. But this, when such complaints go, they will try to overlook. In time they will change. And when it goes on accumulating, so many people come, then he will call and tell, so many people are complaining about you. You have to leave this character, this, that, left and right you scold. Almost that brahmachari will be with tears standing there. He is startled. And go to the shrine, bow down and say sorry and go. He will go to the temple, shrine, bow down and go. But that hurt heart will be there. After 10 minutes, when he comes and sees, he's same old person. Adityavanaji has changed, same loving person. Did he scold me? Momentary. That just he sees the individual independent of that quality. He is brushing aside his wrongdoings and same love for that soul, same love for that brahmachari. He will wonder, how did he scold so much to me? And now already has forgotten whatever he scolded. Because inside there is no poison. Inside there is no hatred. There is no intention except that all must appreciate him instead of complaining. He loves everyone, but look at the nature as if he is an angry man. He is never going to see his face again. Like that, next moment he has already forgotten. That we see from externally, he becomes like a child. What are the characteristics? Jnani cannot injure anybody. He becomes like a child. It may seem from outside that a jnani also has anger and egotism. But in reality, he has no such thing. From a distance, a burnt string lying on the ground may look like a real one, usually ropes. If you see the burnt rope, it will be in the same shape as rope, looking like as if rope is lying down, colored rope, ash colored rope. But if you come near and blow it, it disappears altogether. If you do, it is no more there. All ashes will go away, disappear altogether. The anger and egotism of a jnani are mere appearances, they are not real. A child has no attachment. He makes a playhouse, and if anyone touches it, he will jump about and cry. The next moment he himself will break it. This moment he may be very attached to his clothes. He says, my daddy has given it to me, I won't part with it. But next moment you may cajole him away with a toy. He will go away with you, leaving the cloth behind. These are the characteristics of a jnani. Perhaps he has many luxuries at home, couch, chairs, paintings, and equipage. But any day he may leave all these and go off to Banaras. He is not attached. So many things are there. One day a devotee came to Harshananji Maharaj in Bangalore ashram and said, he is a long-standing devotee. One day he told to Harshananji Maharaj, "Oh, I don't find any difference between me and you. I have a car, you too have a car in the ashram. I have a mobile, you too have a mobile. I take nice nourishing food of my taste. You also are getting fine offered food. I have my family, you have your devotee's family. What is the difference between you and me? I don't find." So Harshananji Maharaj, yes, there is absolutely no difference. But if my headquarters calls and says, "Leave that place and go for tapasya," this moment I will leave as everything and go away. And if you are asked to go for tapasya for the rest of life, will you leave the family and all your possessions at once and go away, walk away? That is the difference. It looks they are possessing all these things. Any moment, headquarters calls and asks them to go to some other place. Not even toothbrush and toothpaste they carry. No baggage. Just walk off. And there everything will be again available. No attachment to thing, no attachment to place. If at all there is an attachment, it is with respect to the spiritual attitudes. Suppose I had an enlightenment there, I had a spiritual experience somewhere, and whole atmosphere is conducive for my sadhana. Day and night people are talking about God and God alone. And you are asked to go to a mission center where you have to look after a hospital. People rushing, going, nurses and doctors, all this you have to manage. Then maybe you may feel little hurt or apprehensive. Will I be able to manage myself there? It looks like an attachment for, it is spiritual attachments, if at all it is there. Otherwise, I am here, God has given this atmosphere. There God is taking me. There also He will make arrangements for me. I have nothing to worry. So this, the free from attachments at all times. Many sadhus, you see, they usually don't get money or keep money. Anybody gives anything, they will go and put in the hundi. They don't keep personally. But for all these old sadhus, Vireshwaranji Maharaj, when he was the president, from his pranami, he used to give to all these old-aged swamis in Arogya Bhavan. They will be in good number, 30, 40 monks will be there in old age. He used to give them 200 rupees every day. They get their food, everything, what they want. What will they do with 200 rupees? So, all things are there, they will be sleeping on a mat. Couch is there, bed is there. On that they will keep the Sri Ramakrishna's photo, and sleep on a mat. He will cover the Sri Ramakrishna's photo with a blanket and all that. He will be lying in old age. He wants to serve God there also. The in-charge will come and scold him. Temple is there for Sri Ramakrishna. This is meant for you. You have to sleep on this. He will say, sorry, I will try and all. He will keep the photo again on the table and pretend to be lying down, promising to lie down. Next day it will be same thing. The 200 rupees, what to do? They will ask some person to buy chocolates and bring. When they meet devotees, when they meet children, from pocket they will take out and give that. Nothing for them. What do they want? Little boiled vegetables at old age and cooked rice. Nothing more. So that how the enlightened people will be there, unattached to things, characteristics of a jnani. Thakur is telling about jnani. According to Vedanta, the waking state too is unreal. Once a woodcutter lay dreaming. When someone woke him up, greatly annoyed, he said, "Why have you disturbed my sleep? I was dreaming that I was a king and the father of 7 children. The princes were becoming well versed in letters and military arts. I was secure on my throne and ruled over my subjects. Why have you demolished my world of joy?" "But that was mere dream," said the other man. "Why should that bother you?" "Fool," said the woodcutter. "You don't understand. My becoming king in dream was just as real as my being a woodcutter in waking state. If being a woodcutter is real, then being a king in dream is also real." Means how much unreality they are seeing. He is not how the jnanis look upon the dreams and waking us. Same. Pran Krishna always talked about jnana. Was this why the master described the state of a jnani? Each person has a taste for a particular aspect of God. Some like Saguna Sakara. God has the Ananta Kalyana Guna Paripurna. So many good qualities, noble qualities, countless. Ananta Kalyana Guna Paripurna. And some are the absolute existence. There is neither change nor duality, one ocean of bliss and bliss alone. Some are attached to trying to see God in all living beings. They feed ants, they feed some birds, trying to, when they throw the grains, when birds come and sit, try to see the divine in them. Oh, God is eating. A plant is drying, they go and put water. It is a jungly tree plant somewhere near the house, and it doesn't give any good result, nor it is of any use to him. Something like weed. But he sees the life there. Oh, life is there. Life is manifestation of God through matter. He feels himself serving God in and through that. So each man has a taste of his own, how he is linking himself to divine. So Pranakrishna has a jnani type of looking upon everything as a unreal thing. God alone is real. That kind of. So he's taking up the same subject. Even otherwise, when a person comes with a particular attitude, that attitude automatically triggers within Sri Ramakrishna. Now he proceeded to describe the state of Vijnani, Jnani and Vijnani. Master. Jnana is realization of self through the process of neti neti. Not this, not this. One goes into samadhi through the process of eliminating and realizes Atman. This is not Brahman, this is not Brahman. With respect to one's own self, mano buddhi ahankara chittani negation and assertion, shivoham, shivoham. It goes on. I am not this, I am not that. What all I can be and I was thinking I am, that is denied. And I am the Shiva within. One who is immersed in bliss, Ananda of the Atman. That I am. So this neti neti, one goes into samadhi through the process of elimination and realizes Atman. But Vijnani means knowledge with greater fullness. Someone have heard of milk, some have seen milk, some have drunk milk. He who has merely heard is ignorant. He who has seen is a jnani, but he who has drunk it is a vijnani. That is to say, a fuller knowledge of it. After having the vision of God, he talks to him as if he were an intimate relative. That is vijnana. Having known the absolute existence, he again looks upon as a saguna sakara. First of all, you must discriminate, follow the method of neti neti. He is not five elements, nor sense organs, nor the mind, nor the intelligence, nor ego. He is beyond all these cosmic principles. You want to climb to the roof, then you must eliminate and leave behind the steps one by one. How do we climb the staircase? We stand on one step, go to the next step. Going to the next step is renouncing the lower step. I have to live and climb. I have to live and climb. I have to live and climb. One by one step, I am climbing. But one by one step, I am leaving also. Neti, this is not roof. This is not roof. This is not roof. I am rejecting and keeping one by one step towards the upper one. Then you must eliminate and leave behind all the steps one by one. The steps are by no means the roof, but after reaching the roof, you find that steps are made up of the same material, brick, lime and brick dust, as roof is. It is the Supreme Brahman that has become universe and all living beings and the 24 cosmic principles. That which is Atman has become 5 elements. You may ask why the earth is so hard. If it has come from Atman, All is possible through the will of God. Don't you see that bone and flesh are made from the blood and semen? How hard sea foam becomes. How the soft one. One child was standing one day in front of the ashram's door for a long time. That girl may be in 4th, 5th standard, just looking at. I was wondering, what does that child look out like that? Then after a long time, she just turned inside and went to mother, and in her ear she is asking, do you see that tree? Such a hard wood. Each branch is so hard. And how that soft flower comes from that hard wood. How the mother will answer? Everything break and see. There is nothing soft inside. It is hard. Each stem, if you break and see, there is neither flower nor bud or anything. Where from? How does this come? Now, this is called manifestation. From subject to gross. Now, just look at the atmospheric humidity. In this room, humidity may be about 60 to 70%. We can never see the presence of water at all. 70% of it is water. I cannot see. Now, if you cool it, immediately it's flying fog. It is manifesting. If you still cool, it becomes mist. If you still cool, it becomes water. If you still cool, it becomes ice, solid, stone. How does this? Invisible has become visible. Visible has become grossified. Grossified has become solid, block. Where is humidity, invisible vapors? Where is this stone-like ice? How did it happen? So everything is possible. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.